At 3 p.m. every single day, are you thinking, what's for dinner? Then stay tuned because this video is for you. Hi guys, I'm Amber from the blog 1898mama.com, and today I'm going to teach you all about meal planning. There's two main reasons why you're going to want a meal plan. The first one is to save time, and the second one is to save money. So saving time because you're not going to be scrambling every day right when you get home or at 5 p.m., whatever it is, and you're not going to be standing there staring in the fridge thinking, what do I make tonight? And then obviously saving money, you're not going to the grocery store just willy-nilly, just throwing stuff in the cart, but you're gonna have a plan and you're only gonna buy what's on your shopping list. So the very first thing I want you to do before you even start to meal plan, if you are struggling with meal planning or just dinner in general, is I want you to ask yourself and answer the question, what is stopping you from getting dinner on the table every night? Because you are a busy mom running a busy family, you do need to come up with a plan to attack that busyness or attack whatever it is that's keeping you from getting dinner onto the table. You don't want to be running through the McDonald's drive-thru every night because that's going to get expensive and it's going to eat at your health. So if one kid has football practice at 5:30 on Thursday, then you know that you need to work around that. Maybe you eat dinner at 5 o'clock that day, or maybe you don't eat dinner until 7 o'clock that day. Just because somebody else eats dinner every single day at 5:30 does not mean that you have to. It is your family and you need to do what works for your family. But on that Thursday, you know that your dinner needs to be cooked by either 5 o'clock or 7:30 or whatever it is the time that you decide on. Maybe busyness isn't your problem. Maybe you're just overwhelmed with all of the cooking and all of the planning and everything that just goes into this situation. If that's the case, just know that meal planning does not need to be fancy meals on the table every single night. You can plan McDonald's on a Wednesday. You can plan Kraft macaroni and cheese on a Friday. It doesn't have to be these elaborate meals every single night just because you're meal planning. It means figuring out what you're gonna eat so it works for your family, so you're not scrambling at 5 o'clock to figure out what to eat. Okay, now we're gonna actually get into meal planning. The very first thing you need to do is you need to print out a calendar for the week or for the month if you are meal planning for the month. I will link a free printable down below for you. It's just a week-long meal plan sheet. All you have to do is click on that link and it'll send you straight to there and you can just print it off. So once you have your paper, after that you're gonna pull up your Google Calendar or pull out your paper calendar, whatever it is you do to schedule all the things in your life. And you just need to look at what you have going on that week. If you know that you're gonna be gone on Thursday for most of the day, like I used earlier with the football incident, then you know, okay, I need either a crock pot meal this day or I need to plan to eat out that day. After you figure out what you have going on for the week, the next step is to shop your pantry, shop your freezer, shop your fridge, wherever you keep your food, that's where you're gonna shop before you actually make a meal plan. You're gonna go into your pantry and maybe you see noodles, maybe you see some brown rice, maybe you see potatoes, whatever it is that's in there, just write those down on a scratch pad or pull up your notepad on your phone and just put those things down so that when you come and sit down and actually make your meal plan, you can know, okay, I have noodles, we can have spaghetti this night. Or I have potatoes, mashed potatoes can be a side for one night, whatever you want to do. After you figure out what you have in your pantry and your fridge and your freezer, then if you would like to save even more money, what you can do is you can go online and you can look at the stores that you shop at and see what their sales are for the week. And then you can kind of base more ideas off of that. So if they have asparagus on sale, you can pick up asparagus and have asparagus for a side. Now, another thing that is very, very common for people is to have themed nights. We don't really do this, but it would be something like Meatless Monday, Taco Tuesday. I don't even know what a Wednesday would be, but you get the idea. That's a big thing. Actually, rewind. As I say that, we do have a themed night. I just lied. Every Sunday, we have ice cream for dinner. That's a great parenting hack. Okay, back to where we were at. So you've shopped your pantry, you've checked the sales, and then after that, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. If it just comes right out of your brain, like, okay, this is what I want. You can ask your kids, what do you want for dinner this night? Ask your husband, and then you can look at if you have actual hard cookbooks. That's my favorite thing to do is I would just pull out like 10 cookbooks and just look through and say, okay, what have I not made before? Or what's my favorite? Pinterest obviously is huge. I have a food recipe Pinterest board if you want to go check that out for ideas. I will link that down below. Allrecipes.com is a really good one because you can actually go in and you can type in like what ingredients that you have, and it'll show you meal ideas with that. So that's really, really helpful if you have no idea what to cook maybe your brown rice with or whatever. Here is some tips for success. Use similar ingredients for the entire week. For example, if you have to brown up 1 pound of burger, you might as well brown up 3 pounds of burger and make 3 meals out of it. You can also freeze already ground burger into just like a freezer bag, like a Ziploc freezer bag. Put a pound in there, write it on there, put it in your freezer, and then that's a quick thing for next week or next month whenever you need to use it when you're in a hurry. Double your batch. If you are making 1 lasagna, make 2 lasagnas. If you're making muffins, make 24 instead of 12. Freeze half of them and then pull out the other half for breakfast next week. While you are cooking dinner tonight, think about tomorrow's dinner. And this is gonna take a little bit of training to do because usually when it's dinner time, it's chaotic, it's witching hour, but this is such a good habit to get into. So while I'm cooking dinner, I'll kind of think sometime during it, oh crap, what am I gonna eat for tomorrow? What kind of meat do I need to pull out? Do I have this ready? Do I need to soak some beans? Or do I need to prep anything for tomorrow? If you need to set a phone on your alarm until it is habitual, that'll help you get into that habit. Another tip is to always have a backup plan. I do not always cook the greatest. Sometimes I burn things. So we need to pull out a DiGiorno's pizza or something like that, and that's okay. Sometimes your day gets messed up, maybe a guest stops by, and you don't have time to cook now. Frozen chicken nuggets for dinner? Let's go. Whatever your backup is, just make sure that you always have it and that you're not relying on it all the time, but that it's there for when you actually need it. You could take soup. So when I make soup, I like to double batch that and then I'll freeze half of it. So then that's a quick thing to just throw under some hot water in the sink and let it thaw out that way. And then you can just warm it up on the stove when it can come right out of that Ziploc bag. Last resort, cereal. As you start meal planning and as you go through having dinners all the time with your family, you're gonna learn what your family likes. So if you have a meal that everybody, or at least the bulk of your family likes, put that on a master list, whether it's on your notes app or a Google Doc or an actual sheet of paper, whatever it is, put it on a master list of dinner. This is just gonna be an ongoing project for basically the rest of your life. Print out that recipe, throw it in a binder, make sure it's on your Pinterest board, whatever it is that you wanna do, whatever it is that you use, make sure that you have that there. And then eventually when you go to meal plan, you'll just have this list. Really easy. Bam, 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 bam. There's your dinner's plan. And that's it. Now that you know how to meal plan, go get to work. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button so I know to make more videos of these kinds of tips. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you see my next videos. Bye.